Wait a year to go to Virginia Tech and you could be rewarded in the form of cash. The university is anticipating its largest freshman class in the fall. 10 News reporter Arisha Jones is live on campus in Blacksburg. So Arisha, what are their options to help with this over-enrollment?
Well, just Tuesday, students were notified by email of 3 different options they could take instead of attending school here this fall. The university say it's too early to tell how many students will accept these opportunities since they have a few weeks to make a decision. For the class of 2023, there are some changes for about 1,500 incoming freshman students in Virginia. More first-year students than expected have accepted admission to Virginia Tech in the fall.
We had a model that was projecting about 7,000 acceptances, and we received just shy of 8,000 acceptances.
And so they're offering 3 different special enrollment options. Option 1 is GAP 2020. It allows students to take a gap year and receive an additional $1,000 scholarship renewable for up to 4 years. Option 2 is Grant 2020. You can wait a year to enroll at Virginia Tech while taking classes at your community college. And the last option is Experience 2020. You can start taking courses at Virginia Tech July 9th, tuition free, and enroll full-time either in the fall or spring semester.
What we're trying to do is give our incoming students choices and options that may be of interest to them academically or may have incentives for them financially that can bring down the cost of their education.
With more than enough students, the university say it's a good problem to have.
This is a challenge that is new to Virginia Tech. We've never had this level of interest in Virginia Tech. And so what we're doing is we're trying to think not what others have done, but what would be best for our students.
If students decide not to take any of the options, it doesn't affect their admission status. The university say they look forward to seeing them this fall. Live in Blacksburg, Arisha Jones, 10 News, working for you.